Hello and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for all future content. Today we're going to be looking at something that Mars Girl has currently gone and done, and she seems to be trying to turn up any little thing possible to try and ruin Vic Mignogna, and it's not working, which is great. So this again has come from Jeff Allen, good guy on Twitter, go and follow him, at Deluded Dragon. And he's put this up, and you'll say, well, I believe it was yesterday, which it was. Yeah, it was, sorry. And so my guess is now they want Vic to get in copyright trouble, turning up every stone possible to ruin the man. Hashtag I stand with Vic. And Mars Girl has gone out of her way to say this. My understanding is that Funimation and Aniplex were not thrilled that Full Metal Fantasy was out there, using those copyrighted assets, and Vic begged people every screening not to record the movie. But he's been selling it on DVD for years, and I wonder how Aniplex feels about it. And then, she says down below again, I already tweeted the link, but somebody leaked a 2006 fan film. So, she is, you can see now that because nothing else is working, they are literally trying to find anything they can just to try and destroy this man. It's not working, which is great. He's got a lot of support behind him, and it's brilliant to see that he has this support. But when you get people like this, and obviously you had one yesterday, which I done, and you see that they're actually now, some of them are trying to back out of it. They've dug so deep down that they're trying to find dirt and everything else, and they're clawing their way out, and it's not working for them. Basically now, they're trying to climb out of their own grave, but people are throwing the dirt onto them, and they do not like it. Some of them are backing out of it, some of them are saying, I'm going to be neutral now, some of them are going off as well and just saying, yeah, you know what, I can't be bothered anymore. And when that happens, those people are not interested in anything else but trying to cause trouble. That is the problem. And when you look on people who are standing up for Vic, myself, Tug, Jeff, Yellow Flash, SJ Sammy, everyone, Deep Humor, Crows, everyone. And you look at it and you think, wow, okay, then, we're all sticking with him. We're all trying to help him as much as we possibly can. We're trying to find these things, we're trying to talk about them sensibly, and we're also putting our own thoughts onto him, which people on the other side, they do not like, because they think automatically whatever they put out on the internet, people are going to believe. And again, that is the culture we're now in, which is very, very sad. When you think about it, and you think about culture and the way people have grown up this day and age, mostly these people on Kick Vic, the ones who were the outrage culture is probably the best word to describe them. And the way they're putting things out there, literally, if you're not on their line of thinking, and you're not bending to every whim or whatever they say, then you're automatically against them, And funny enough, I can't believe this is how it's going to come into it now. And yesterday, I watched quite a few documentaries on Scientology. And the way Scientology acted, and they still do, by the looks of things, is if you're outspoken or if you say anything against the church that is not in line with what other people are saying, then they automatically go out to destroy you. And with that, I found that very interesting, because there's a guy on there and he was talking about what he used to do when he was in Scientology. And the way he was describing it, I was thinking to myself, wow, that's exactly how these people are acting. If you're not on their wavelength and you're not going with everything they say, even if they say, the sky was green, and you went against that, they'll automatically go against you and try to deplatform you, which is exactly what Scientology does. And that is absolutely crazy, and when you think about it, you got Mars Girl by here now, she's literally trying to go out of her way, and she's trying to find anything, a littlest bit of dirt on Vic, which is exactly what Scientology done. When they found out in the early 90s, actually, early or late. No, I believe it was the late 90s, when they were trying to tell the IRS in the States that they are a non-profit organization and they're a religion, and they wanted to have the tax exemption. And this is exactly what they done. They hired private investigators, they hired all these types of people to dig into the people in the government just to try and find any little bit of dirt they could. And this is exactly what Kikvik are doing. The tactics they're using is basically like a smear campaign. You know, the way they're doing it, again, we've heard that Renfrew used to do this kind of thing when she worked for the Republican the party and everything else. This was her job. She'd say something outlandish and she would try and just make up lies, which she did. She even admitted to that. She'd go, oh, that was in the past, but she's still doing it. And it's kind of interesting to see the similarities between them and Scientology. And to be honest, I never thought I would actually connect Scientology and Kikvik together. Well, Kikvik and any religion, really. But yeah, same as Jehovah's Witnesses. They're exactly the same. If you're disfellowed, you're not allowed to speak to your family if they're still Jehovah's Witnesses. That's crazy, see? And the way it goes that with Mars Girl is now saying that Funimation and Aniplex, oh, look at this. They're like, oh, guys, look at this. See what he was doing? Look what he's been doing for years. It's a fan film, alright? You even say that yourself in one of your posts. It's a fan film. Hell, you've seen people make fan films which are better than the actual movies that come out from them. You've seen them. The Batman vs. Predator, that was incredible. You got you got a Spawn one, you got a Superman one. There's tons of Star Trek and Star Wars fan films out there, and they are incredible. So when you're trying to do this now, it makes you look like literally that you're grasping at straws, and you are literally just on the whims now. You are on the bones of your knuckles, and you don't know what you're doing. You do not know what else is going to work for you, and I'm so happy for it. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see you lovely people soon.